see and hear what is happening. People now, APC people are getting beaten up. Like you can't go in front of people in remote areas and preach APC to them. Maybe if they give them rice, because that is the only solution to every problem we have. They shoot you, they give you rice. They kill you, they give you rice. They want you to go to school, they give you rice. Everything is about rice.
President during President Goodluck Jonathan that condemns Jonathan for not visiting some states when there was insecurity, when I think there was a bomb blast, I think it was in Nyanya, when Jonathan was out there for campaign. The same president now blasted Jonathan for that.
Rice.
Where is the president now?
So I don't know. They're not telling him the truth.
You don't think rice can win them the election?
No, this rice, even if it's basmati, it's not going to do much for them. They will take it, but they will not do.
So Kano is going to be a state to watch for the election.
Yes.
There might be surprises from there.
It's not a surprise, it's obvious. He has lost it.
In Kano?
Yes.
Guys, this 2027 matter is no longer sounding like normal politics. What we are hearing now from the north is beginning to sound like a serious line being drawn. More and more voices are now coming out openly to say that President Tinubu and the APC may face their biggest political battle yet in northern Nigeria.
Actually thinks that he is so popular that nobody can beat him. And like I told you, this is going to be the toughest battle of his life.
You said so?
Yes.
And you said that that his support might be below 30%.
Maybe now low.
Lower than that?
Lower. You see and hear what is happening. People now, APC people are getting beaten up. Like you can't go in front of people in remote areas and preach APC to them when they cannot sleep at night, when it's difficult for them to go to farm and get what to eat, to make ends meet, when there are no schools, or if they send their children to schools at night, some gunman will come and carry them.
And the truth is, this anger is no longer hidden. It is moving from private conversations to public declarations on television, interviews, podcasts, and political gatherings. That is what makes this story serious. Because when respected northern voices begin to openly say there is no hope for Tinubu in the north, then this is no longer ordinary opposition talk. This is now about deep frustration, insecurity, hunger, economic hardship, and a growing feeling of abandonment. One of the strongest voices in this conversation is Honorable Idris Kaugo, who spoke in a way many say reflects what ordinary northerners are quietly discussing. According to him, many people in the north feel they have suffered too much under the present government. Every day there are reports of violence, attacks, killings, and insecurity. Then came the latest attack in Borno State. For many people, that moment became a turning point. They expected the president to go there physically to stand with the people and show leadership. But instead, the president traveled to the United Kingdom, and that decision reportedly angered many northern voices.
Well, I don't blame them. They can say anything they want to say, or they can put it how they want to put it, but the truth be told. And we should say the way it should be, the bitter truth. We have a president who seems not to even care about the North, who doesn't even understand, or who doesn't, I don't even know how to put it. Because way back when he was a governor, there was time he said that he doesn't even believe in one Nigeria. So I used to ask myself, like, does even President Tinubu really cares about the North? People are dying on a daily basis. Look at what happened in Borno just a few days ago. And in the same time, the same president does not see the need to go to Borno. Do not see the need to take a drastic action about it. All of a sudden, he's out of the country, instead visit to UK. What is he looking for? Can you govern the country without the people? Or is he trying to tell us that the life of the northerners does not matter? what is he trying
Is
to
that
say?
is that your reading of the situation, or do you think that that's the message that he's trying to send?
It is the same president during President Goodluck Jonathan that condemns Jonathan for not visiting some states when there was insecurity, when I think there was a bomb blast, I think it was in Nyanya, when Jonathan was out there for campaign. The same president now blasted Jonathan for that. Where is the president now? He's out of the country, enjoying himself with some set of governors from Nigeria will fly to UK to welcome him. Don't we have representatives in the UK to welcome him? This is the kind of country we are running. So the signal, it's like maybe the life of the Northerners does not matter.
Now, the emotional question people keep asking is, do Northern lives truly matter to those in power? And many are now pointing to the irony that President Tinubu once criticized former President Goodluck Jonathan for not personally visiting states during periods of insecurity. So many are now asking, why is this situation beginning to look exactly the same? Guys, one of the most painful parts of this story came from an elderly man in Ejigwa State. His words were heavy. He said if Tinubu and APC remain in power, things may become so hard that a person may even look at a grave and wish they were the one inside.
Baba me kace mutanen nan suka koma mulki wallahi he mutun ya ga kaburi ya ce na ma shi Allah baba wasu mutane mu ba mu ne mutanen ba a wasu mutane ne za su ga wannan mulkin na Fir'auna waya shi wa kenan aswaju ba mulkin Fir'auna bane a ga mana da Allah baba to jambiya ne baba wanda jambiya ce kuma jambiya ne wanda jambiya ne shi baba idan dan wanda jambiya ne shi.
That statement alone shows the level of pain, hopelessness and economic frustration many ordinary citizens are feeling. He even compared the present government to Pharaoh's oppression, suggesting that life has become too harsh for the common man. Then the matter became even more serious when the frustration entered the camp of people who once had direct links to APC. Zainab Abubakar Galadima, daughter of veteran politician Buba Galadima, gave a deeply emotional reason why her conscience left the party long ago. Her story was not just political, it became personal. She recounted a terrifying night in Abuja when her son suddenly became critically ill. The child was convulsing, struggling to breathe, and his eyes were turning white. She rushed him to Asokoro Hospital around 1 a.m., but instead of immediate treatment, she said she was asked to first provide between 10,000 and 15,000 naira for payment. Guys, imagine that moment. A mother carrying a dying child, and the first thing the system asked for was money. According to her, if not for the intervention of another doctor, her child might not have survived. And in the end, the amount eventually paid was just 500 naira. That single experience, according to her, became proof that Nigeria's systems are collapsing, from healthcare to security to economic survival.
That they profess.
Yes. And I was one of the founding members of APC from CPC. We joined because we believed that late President Buhari was going to bring that change, that ease for the common man. That was the reason why I believed in that. Did
Buhari fail in doing that?
Yes, he did. He did. And the people around him, too? Woefully.
So the APC is a failure?
Big time. Big time.
And are you ashamed to have associated yourself
absolutely with it? I said it the last time. I am ashamed. I am disappointed. And I cannot, I just cannot, I cannot walk with my shoulders up high and say, oh, okay, I'm part of this government. No, I cannot. I can't.
I mean, was it difficult or easy for you to exit the APC?
It's like a toxic marriage. When you're in a toxic marriage, you will be patient for a very long time. You will take all sorts of rubbish.
With your narcissist partner?
With narcissist, yes. And the day you decide the day that you decide it's over, you will not miss it. I don't miss APC one bit. I miss some people in it because there's a family that I joined, a family of people that think the way I do. There are still good people. There are good people everywhere. There are bad people everywhere. But you cannot have a platform and then be doing otherwise when you're saying you're progressive. I don't miss it one bit, and I don't regret it, and I'm unapologetic about it. And there is nothing. And what gave me to bring me back? The last week, I went to Malam El-Rufai's house. I met serving senators from APC. I was like, so how's APC? They were like, we're tired. I said, even you? So you people see what is happening? They said, yes. So I can guarantee you that most people in APC are not happy with APC. They're just there because of some convenience.
That is why she said, my conscience left APC a long time ago. And that line is powerful because it tells you that this frustration is no longer only among opposition politicians. It is now inside former APC circles too. So guys, when you combine insecurity, hunger, healthcare failures, economic hardship, anger over Bono, disappointment from former APC insiders, and growing movement towards ADC, it begins to create a dangerous political picture for 2027. In many northern conversations today, APC is increasingly being described as a governor's party, not a people's party. And that difference matters because governors may control structures, but elections are won by ordinary voters. So the real question now is no longer whether there is frustration. The frustration is already visible. The real question is, will this anger translate into votes in 2027? Because if the North truly feels abandoned, ignored, and economically crushed, then this may be one of the biggest electoral tests APC has faced since 2015. And if even former insiders are now saying their conscience left long ago, then this may no longer be mere opposition noise. This may be the beginning of a major political realignment.